Welcome back to Shades of Green. I'm your host, Paul Ira. We're in studio with the Colettis and Nasko. We're talking about aging in place. We left talking about kitchens and bathrooms. Didn't talk about laundry rooms. Tell us briefly about laundry room. How do you design a laundry room for the aging?
For aging?
For aging in place.
Oh, I don't know. A washer and a dryer, or a washer and a dryer.
See, for me, I would have designed a cell phone close by, then call someone and have them come and get my laundry and do it that
listen,
way.
I always tell people, if I lived alone, if I didn't have my wonderful husband, I would wear one of those things, help, I've fallen and I can't get up. Absolutely. But I love my laundry room. For what it's worth, I've got an extra refrigerator in it, okay? Oh, my God, I don't know.
In the laundry room?
In the laundry room. It's a pretty good-sized laundry room.
I like the way you think.
And let's see, I've got a little counter area there, and in the counter area, this might sound odd, I've got 4 baskets that they slide out, and out in the front yard I have a little flagpole thing that you hang on the edge of the thing there, and I've got all kinds of different flags, and I've got winter, summer, spring, and fall, different flags that I keep in these little baskets, and then I change them out, you know. I mean, but it's a great place to keep things too, you know. So I've got a sink in there, of course, the washer and dryer. I've got a lot of little cabinets there, so it's a great place, you know. Store things, your soap powder, and you know, and cleaning stuff and everything. My washer and dryer isn't the latest concept, so to speak, but I'm not either, so so it's easy to load and unload and everything. I just imagine if you were in a wheelchair, you could probably handle it yourself too, so if that makes any sense.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you for that. Anything else you want to add, Christopher?
Something else that we have used before in laundry rooms is a motorized rack for like a drip dry your clothes and stuff. So you can actually hit a button and the clothes will come down to you to a low level. And you can hang them up on like a clothes hanger, and then it goes back up and can drip dry for a while, you know what I mean, until you're ready to pull them back down again.
I think I saw something like that at Water's Edge.
Exactly, yeah.
Very nice. One thing we haven't talked much about, and I don't want to steal any thunder from Nasko, is it Nasko or Nasko? Nasko. On electronics and in the home. Smart homes are becoming a thing of the almost past. That we are into the smart homes. I know a lot of Asian countries have very smart homes. They're designed from day one. What kind of things do you design into your homes, any of you, and what kind of things could you remodel into a home as far as electronics?
Well, something that we use a lot is Crestron, which is home automation, and it uses an iPad to run like motorized drapes. It can do all your lighting, it can do the air conditioning, the alarm system, camera systems, kind of anything in the home that you want to program or use kind of without having like 100 remotes basically, it'll kind of make it all into one unit and does pretty much everything you want in the home.
Nice, nice. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Nasko, go ahead.
Yeah. So in the Solar Decathlon house, we worked with Amazon Web Services. They were one of our biggest sponsors, and working with them, we were actually able to program everything in the house to work with Amazon Alexa. So you can voice activate your lights, your air conditioning systems, everything through voice commands. And we also had a backup iPad system as well. But you know, that makes the home a lot easier to use for anyone living in it.
That's awesome.
Great, that's great. And let's continue on with the Solar Decathlon.
Sure.
Tell us about, first off, congratulations again. Tell us about your win out there.
Thanks. Yeah, so we got first place in innovation, second place in architecture, and second place in engineering. So those were excellent wins for us. As you know, the competition's 10 categories, so we placed really high in 3 of those 10. And there's 6 jury competitions and 4 measured competitions that make up the 10. So out of all the teams, we had the highest combined jury score, which was great as well.
How many competitors are in this contest?
This time around, there's only 11 teams, so this is one of the smaller decathlons.
I was wondering, can you put your finger on why does UNLV do so well?
Well, I think we have a very...
I know we're smarter here in Nevada than most states. There is that.
But I think we did our research really well early on in the project, and we had a very good integration of architecture and engineering, and overall just a really well done home.
Anything you can say about, I don't know, your professors or mentors outside of the university that help you?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with a lot of community partners to help us throughout the project. So, we've got our project investigator, Dr. Dave James at the university, and we had a research engineer, Rick Hurt, helping us along the way. And, with our community partners and our sponsors, we were able to make the project happen. So it's definitely a community-driven project.
And is that home being rebuilt somewhere? I know the last one you put up at Springs Preserve, is that correct? And how about this one?
So, I don't want to give away where it's going yet, but we've got a couple different options in the works. One is UNLV as a possible location, so
Okay. Any idea when that'll be available for viewing? I don't want to get too old before I go see your ideas.
Sometime late next year.
Late next year.
So yeah, we still have to prepare the site and get all the utilities ready to go before we put the house there.
That's great. So, any other ideas on that you'd like to add to aging in place homes? What are your concepts, and where do you get your inspiration to, as I said, a 20-something designing homes for those of us in the 60s or 70s? Where do you get your inspiration and ideas that says, if I were old or I see somebody like this, here's how I'm going to accommodate them?
Well, we did a lot of research early on in the process. Architects usually like to be the know-it-alls, but in this instance, we didn't know how this target market, how we need to address their needs. So early on, we met with Lou Ruvo Brain Center and started to understand some neurological disorders that can affect people who are aging. And then we also met with Las Ventanas retirement community here in Summerlin and presented a couple of our different design concepts to them. And using their knowledge, we were able to select the final floor plan for the house. And then further down the line, we had a focus group with the local chapter of AARP, and we actually had built a virtual reality experience of the Solar Decathlon house. So they were able to put on a headset and actually physically see everything as it was going to get built and give us feedback on what they think would work, what would not work. So,
Awesome.
querying the target market along our process was really helpful in creating the house. And then finally, once we were at the competition, thousands of people come through and tour, many of whom are older, and hearing their feedback, all the students that worked on this project, that was probably the most rewarding part of the whole process.
What kind of feedback did you get? What kind of comments?
It was excellent. Everyone loved the house a lot. So
anything specifically they point out and say, wow, that's a great idea?
One of our biggest features that I think helped us win the innovation category was a movable countertop that our students designed. So the whole kitchen is actually a linear kitchen, and the countertop is free of any cabinetry below, so someone in a wheelchair can roll right in and access that. It's actually motorized, and it can raise and lower. So that was one of our coolest features.
I like that. That's a great idea.
Interesting.
Going to put something like that in your house, Cindy?
Not yet. I'm still okay,
Fortunately, we don't need it yet, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Great. How about electronics in your house? What you said you use Amazon Web and Alexa
Amazon
voice?
Alexa, yeah. So everything is voice controlled throughout the house.
Now, when you say everything, how inclusive is that? That locks, television, entertainment, everything?
Entertainment, yeah. We didn't have electronic door locks for safety purposes. We felt that manual locks are better for now. Electronic locks are still hackable from what we've heard, but
yeah, I'm sure they are.
But the lights, the AC systems, everything was controlled through Alexa.
And so that's all smartphone operated or tablet operated.
Yeah.
Great. Well, interesting topic, aging in place, especially for a couple of us in the room. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to Shades of Green, and I'm your host, Paul Ira.